Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm here with something special for you. I'm sure that you have heard about this one if you keep track at all of any Kickstarters or Stellaris in general, because Stellaris is an absolutely awesome game. It's been around for many years. I'm actually surprised that it's just now getting the board game treatment. But I guess in a way it's not all that surprising because the game it's massive. I mean, it's if you played the PC game, you know it's huge, and I'm a big fan. And honestly, I don't even need to do this coverage. You guys can see already, I mean, 2.2 million, almost 2.3 million. Oh, look, it's going up. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know it automatically kept track of that. That's so awesome. Look at that. Their goal was 50,000. I mean, they could have set that thing to 1 million. They're blowing it out. And I knew they would. I knew they would. I know they don't need my help by putting this video up there, but I wanted to try to get a little extra publicity for it and just to show it to some people who might not see it, because Academy Games, one of my favorite companies out there. I've worked with them many times before. Really love the people over there, good people. And obviously Stellaris, I mean, it speaks for itself. So we'll do what we always do here when I'm talking about a Kickstarter. We'll show the video real quick, let you guys see the intro, and then we'll walk through the stuff that's in the Kickstarter itself. So let's hit play, expand this out.
Our species evolved on this planet millions of years ago. We barely survived centuries of conflict between our nations, but eventually we became unified under one global government. This allowed us to build our first spaceships and to expand into new star systems, where we investigated strange anomalies that pushed the bounds of our understanding. We colonized new planets and developed them into thriving metropolises. We grew into a stellar empire. Then, our greatest hope and fear was confirmed. We were not the only intelligent life in the galaxy. We overcame our differences with most of them and formed lasting alliances to face the future together. Inevitably, conflict broke out with others, leading to massive fleet battles where mighty weapons were unleashed. Planets were devastated by orbital bombardment and invaded. We were forever in a race to stay technologically superior to our rivals and to build more powerful ships. All while we had to overcome political battles at home and participated in espionage abroad. Now, we are on the cusp of a new state of existence that will secure our legacy. But disaster has struck and threatens the whole galaxy. Heed our warning and do not progress onto
Veronjonda handala, dopa makindak, ipa malin malinado, laminachi.
All right, so obviously cool looking video there. Awesome looking stuff, game components. But we know all this really doesn't matter because they talk about evolving on their planet. You don't evolve. You go for machine empire straight from the start. The Gestalt AI, you know, one single intelligence running the whole thing. That's what I love. I love my little army of Terminators as they expand across the galaxy, research, you know, at a mad rate, increase the battleships before the enemies even found cruisers, and then just level them all to the ground. I am a very aggressive player in Stellaris. There's no such thing as diplomacy or the galactic market or any of that crap. It's all about wiping them all out to a man using the machine empire. Gotta love that. And of course, Ring World Start. That is the only way you gotta go. Ring World Start. Anything else is just, you know, not the way to go. So, game's called Stellaris Infinite Legacy. It is designed by Gunter Eckert. And Gunter I have met before. Uwe, he's Gunter's father, actually. both working there at Academy Games. I know they've both done great work with many different types of games. I do believe Gunter's the one that probably got Uwe to expand into other types of games, like Agents of Mayhem. I know we shouldn't be talking about it because we're talking about Stellaris, but Agents of Mayhem, critically underrated, very, very awesome game. Also by Academy Games. Absolutely check it out. We'll look real quick here. Academy Games, the pledge levels. The support, $10. Back it because you believe in it, the usual one. And then the lowest level is 110 here at the standard edition, which I don't think they're going to get a whole lot of backers. And you can see there's only 155 backers. Most are probably going to go the direction I went. And this is everything you need to explore the galaxy, 2 to 4 players. Pledge level does not include stretch goals. Who the hell doesn't want the stretch goals? You back Kickstarters for stretch goals. So yeah, no, I don't see a whole lot of people backing that one. 155 is it. Says April of next year, so that probably means August of next year. And that's nothing against Academy. I mean, that's just every Kickstarter. Really, you got to add 3 months to any of them, because it seems like Chinese New Year always slows down production, and Chinese New Year must change year to year because it always affects production. Doesn't matter when the game is supposed to come out. This is the level that I chose myself, although I did get the early bird edition of the deluxe edition because I wanted it. It's Stellaris. I couldn't resist. I had to get it. And this is the same pretty much as what we were just seeing, except it goes up to 6 players and does include stretch goals. So there's going to be some extra stuff included with that. You see the board game unlocks stretch goals in the Frontiers expansion, and then the 5th and 6th player expansion as well, also shipping at the same time. And this was the piece that I backed. And it does come with a few things. You see, it does come with a Stellaris PC game code, which is awesome that they've included that, because, I mean, it's a good way to get people to back the game. But I think most people who are going to be backing this game probably already have the PC game. So when I get my code, I might do a giveaway with it or something like that, since obviously I've already got Stellaris. I don't need a second copy of it. But I do like this, the exclusive Stellar Devourer Broodmother Crisis Boss miniature, which we'll show when we scroll down here in just a little bit. But those are the only backer levels. Look at that, about 12,000, a little over 12,000 backers at the early level. I mean, they blew it out of the water. And even still now, almost 500 in the standard point now, just the regular deluxe edition. So they're blowing it out. It's kind of what I expected. I expected everyone to back this game like almost immediately if they knew about it. And we can see some of the components. And I will tell you from my experience with Academy Games, the components are going to be phenomenal. They never scrimp on components. Like the Agents of Mayhem game that I mentioned earlier, you guys see some of these trays and storage components for tokens. They excel at that. Agents of Mayhem has a mess load of differently sized and shaped tokens and components and tiles, all this other stuff. But they include the trays in the box that you can actually get all those components and the cards and all the other goodies, the miniatures, back in the box without feeling like you're jamming it in. And it's neatly held in the box. I expect no less from Stellaris. Academy Games is always really good when it comes to storage and trays and components for all of their games. So I am expecting some good high-end components for this game. Like they really do. They test drive the hell out of everything into the ground. They play it again, they play it over again, they have others play it. They do everything they can to make sure the game is as good as possible when it gets to your hands. And obviously I like this. Customize your empire, design and play any species and empire that you can in the PC game. Which, it better be Machine Empire, man. I can't wait. God, I wish I could play this game now. I mean, board games are my jam, but I like my PC games as well. But being able to combine the two in this is just awesome. What is this little thing? Only includes trait and civics from the base Stellaris PC game. No, we want all the expansions. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing them expand upon this game. Have some expansions down the road where they can bring in some of the other components of the PC game into this and see the board game grow Hopefully not exactly the way Paradox did theirs, because I don't like the way Paradox does everything. No offense, Paradox, but I mean, there are a few things you guys can improve on, but we still love your games. Obviously, because I mean, they're the only games that can be 10 years old and still bought with regularity. Infinite replayability, definitely like the sound of that, because obviously that's what Paradox's games are all built around. The fact that each game feels unique and fresh and you can change things up, and that's what I'm kind of expecting to see here, is customizing your empire and changing things up for the mass replayability with the game. I would love to see some solo stuff included with this, but I don't know how well they're going to be able to do something like that. I don't care. I'm still going to play it. I don't care if I have to 6-hand this game. I'll play the hell out of it. I like this. Rules start simple but grow deeper as you play, kind of like the game itself. Variable tech tree, which is what's in the game. Fast 2-hour games. Now, this is something I'm kind of like, how are they going to do this? And I'm really going to have to see when I actually kind of get hands-on. Simultaneous planning of actions behind the screen. Let 6 players experience a full 4X game in 2 hours. Now, that's awesome. That way you don't feel like you're just constantly getting downtime, where a game of this nature where there's so much going on, if you can kind of plan your stuff while everyone else is planning their stuff, unless you're a dummy like me who's going to try to solo this thing, then yeah, it'll probably take 8 hours to do the game, but that's fine. I'm good with that. Place planning markers on your explore, expand, exploit, and exopolitics phase boards to plan your actions and grow your civilization how you want. So I'm guessing you're going to have some type of resource, so many action points, something along those lines that maybe you could expand upon later as you grow your population, something like that gives you the ability to do all of your 4Xing. Accessible 4X for everyone, which I like. Perfect for the 4X veterans and new players. Players can join and leave the galaxy freely, which is nice, letting you play. Now, that's one of the things I kind of heard about this game, is that you can play a game, right? And it's legacy-like in the way that it plays, right? That you play a game, but then your game's going to change. But then you play another game and you can use a new civilization or use your old civilization, but that game's going to have grown from your first game. And you're going to keep going like that till eventually you'll have your own kind of Stellaris game, right? It's going to be really awesome to see how this plays out. Explore the galaxy. Oh, and the map changes. I'm so excited. I'm probably saying stuff that's going to be shown down here, but the map changes in between games, right? So you're not going to have the exact same layout. So you can't come up with one defined strategy. It's always going to be a little different in between your games, but there's going to be some stuff that's the same. Really, really looking forward to this. Let's say explore the galaxy, investigate anomalies, and discover the mysteries of space. Choices you make on your event cards will have both immediate effects and long-term repercussions that will often last for games, which is awesome. Your choices are tracked by either sliding an event card upright or upside down into your event screen. The symbols that show can trigger and alter future events. Easy organization, like I mentioned earlier. The same plastic trays that keep your play area organized during gameplay also store your pieces in the game box between games. For your next game, just pull them out of the box to quickly set up. No components that you have to organize between games. Yes! Tell me that's not awesome. Tell me that's not awesome. I promise you, if you have not played an Academy Games game before, which you really should have, they got a lot of good stuff. They are really good when it comes to components. And if they're promising quick setup, they do mean it. Memorable, epic gameplay. Stellaris Infinite Legacy offers everything you love about 4X games with the things that make the PC game special. Explore limitless strategies and stories with your friends as your species progress towards ascension and secure their legacies, or in Gimpy's case, wipe out the galaxy to a man. But be warned, there are new crises coming that threaten the entire galaxy. And more about Stellaris. There are some other videos that they have included. Make sure you go watch them. I'm not going to show all of these. And these are some preview copies that were sent out. And honestly, I would love to have begged a copy off of them, but this game, as big as it is, I know they want to send them to the biggest YouTubers possible. And with me covering mainly solitaire-based war games, I just don't have the reach to warrant something of this magnitude. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. Make sure you go check out these videos so you can see the game and a little bit of action, so you can get just as excited about it as I am. And here we see the pictures of what you're going to get. I'm assuming this box is going to be massive, but come on, if you're getting Stellaris, might as well go ahead and get this. Well, this is the early bird version, but I'm looking forward to painting that model later on. This is what is available now, which is going to have these extra expansions here. And it looks like, yeah, the early bird just got the model and the Steam code. Steam code I don't need, but the model looks awesome. And optional buys. And I did pick this up as well because look at that thing. It just looks friggin' cool as hell. Crisis Boss Miniature replaces the token in the board game with a 50mm figure that is exclusive to the Kickstarter. Cool. The Devourers are hungry and are here from another galaxy to eat your sons and blanket your galaxy in darkness. Figure out how to sour their food source or kill their pack leader. Yep, the Devourer is in the game. Another 50mm figure that is exclusive to the Kickstarter. So just on the off chance that you missed the early bird, you can get the miniature. You just got to pay a little extra for it. And this shows the content of the box itself. Bunch of Corvettes, your destroyers, your cruisers, and then obviously your battleships. And I'm assuming they're going to have some way to customize your ships, just like you would in the game, where you could put lasers or kinetic weapons or extra shielding or any of that other good stuff on there. Ooh, I like this. They do population clips to help signify what the population is on a planet. Ooh, I like that. Player markers, 100 per player. So I'm assuming that's going to be 150 in the deluxe edition for the 2 extra players. 32 star-based tiles, 8 per player. So 680 large cards, and their cards are always good. 480 technology cards. Ooh. So that's 120 per player. So you're going to have 120 individual technologies that you can research. Traditions, you're going to have 42. Ascensions, 8, which is the normal Ascension level. I like this. 4 player card boxes, 1 per player. 40 player card dividers, 10 per player. This right here is what I was telling you guys. They are very, very, very good when it comes to storage, making it easy to have everything neatly arranged. Your player screens, which I won't need, but you guys will. I don't know, maybe I'll get the wife to play this one with me. I doubt it. I don't think she's too big into the real in-depth games, but maybe I can beg, borrow, and cheat her into it. Shipboards. So this must be where you're going to customize your ships. And your Empire tile, this is where you'll keep track of all your Empire's stats. And then diplomacy stand for that whole galactic empire crap that Gimpy's not going to worry about because I will be laying waste to everyone. Diplomacy is for people without guns. 16 phase boards. Not quite sure how those will work, but we'll have to see. Civilization customization pieces, 80 large cards. Oh, so here's our ethics, 30 cards. Origin cards, good stuff. Also traits, civics, and flags. Species portrait cards. Landscape, so you can kind of decide which is your type, the dry, frozen, wet, blah, blah, blah. And the shared pieces, we've got 1 galactic center and 40 system tiles. I wonder if there's going to be extra tiles included with some of those expansions. We'll have to see. 30 planet tiles, 27 leader tiles, 200 resource tokens and 1 resource tray. Civilian ship tokens, so target-rich environment. 20 anomaly markers, more event cards, anomaly cards, political cards, victory error reward, victory objective, and supply card box. Your objective board and battle boards. This is going to be interesting to see how battles take place. Blocker clips, 4 D10 dice. Ooh, I love to see it's D10 instead of D6. D6 is so overused. It's nice when they do any other size, D10, D12, something different just to change it up a little bit. And then a few more player pieces for the game. And then we see here some of the expansions. And obviously, this is just expanding for the extra players. So all the cards and pieces and tokens you would need for 2 extra players is going to be included in this. And Frontiers expansion. The Frontiers expansion will include all unlocked stretch goals, 264 advanced tech cards. Each player receives 1 copy of each tech for a total of 6 of each tech card. So cool, man. Look at this. Hulls, lasers, combat computers, cruiser streamlining, battleship streamlining, all the stuff that you've seen in Stellaris, all those cool. Gateways. Oh, they're going to have gateways. Alloys, minerals, goods. We don't need goods. We're Machine Empire. We don't need goods. I don't know why we keep worrying about organics. It's all about the Machine Empire. And more clips, tokens, counters. 18 more Starbase miniatures. Nice. More alien portrait cards, which means more races. Very, very nice. And they've got some social stretch goals that you can be a part of. And what is this? Enigmatic Observer Anomaly Story Cards written by the Templin Institute. 100 shares to unlock. Cool stuff. And looks like we've got some more videos of the game. Metagame stretch goals. Alien portrait cards. Empire flag cards. And then it shows some of this other stuff. Oh, yeah, these, they were just blown out. I wonder if we have anything left. We're into 2 million crystalline entity minis. Okay, look, we're at 2.2 million now. Ooh, space amoebas. Oh, so cool, man. Yeah, this is definitely going to be get reached 2.3. They're going to have to add more stretch goals because they have blown it out. And we are now down to the about us and shipping. Shipping's probably going to be fairly substantial. Yeah, 25 to 35 shipping has gone up. Sorry guys, it is what it is. Be glad you're not in Australia. If you are in Australia, I feel for you guys. I hate it for some of the countries that, especially in Europe, where you're having to pay for shipping and then like that VAT crap on top of it. Really hate that for you guys. It makes this stuff so expensive for you. All right, but that is what Stellaris Infinite Legacy is shaping up to be. It does look awesome. Like I said, I'm sure that many of you have heart. And look, man, this thing has ticked up a fair amount just in the amount of time that I've been talking about it, which is like 15, 20 minutes at most here. They're easily going to hit 2.3. I'm looking forward to see what other stretch goals they pop on there. Hey, maybe what is that? Oh, damn, I'm having a break for it. The planet-destroying weapon, man, or put some ring worlds in this thing. We got to have the real high-end stuff, or the Dyson Sphere. Ooh, I love the Dyson Sphere. My current Empire has something like 2 Dyson Spheres and a bunch of the habitats. Oh, yeah. God, I can't wait to get this game to the table. We'll be playing it on the table and the PC at the same time. So awesome. Definitely check out Stellaris. I promise you will like this game. If you are someone who likes Twilight Imperium, yeah, easy call. Right here. Stellaris, I think, might knock Twilight Imperium off its pedestal. We'll have to see how it all plays out. But with the people working on it, I have no doubts at all that this one is going to come out swinging. All right, that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I will catch you in the next one.